So some quick terminology, before we get started. You've heard me talk about, the Democrats are center right. This is where we're going to talk about that. But we often talk about things in left and right, and in the United States and in many other countries, that's very skewed, right? If you listen to a Republican, you would think and they will say it, Joe Biden's a communist. Joe Biden is a far right wing capitalist, right? Our political narrative and our political language in this country has shifted so far right that what is considered the left in this country is solidly right of center, right? The best you can expect out of the main quote unquote left wing of U.S. politics in the Democratic Party are centrists, right? Even Bernie Sanders and AOC and the squad are, when you look at their politics, are slightly left of center, but they aren't anti-capitalist. They aren't, crossing that line into the left. So when we think about this, right, we've got on the left, we've got progressivism. Markets are inherently unfair to many, so we need some amount of social safety nets and regulation. Socialism gets into social ownership of the economy. Left libertarianism is socialism without the centralized state, and then anarchism is kind of interchangeable in there, but it doesn't just stop at the state and with capital. It opposes all hierarchies, so it's a little more anti-authoritarian than left libertarianism would traditionally be thought of. And then on the right, we've got liberalism. Markets and individualism are freedom. Markets need some regulations to work, but capitalism is the goal. It's the driving factor. Neoliberalism is what we have in a lot of our Western states today. It's reducing a lot of those regulations, and it's a major focus on privatizing what's left of the commons. You've got right libertarianism, which is mainly focused in the United States in terms of calling it libertarianism, but it's minimal government in favor of an unregulated free market and extreme individualism and privatization. And then you've got neoconservatism and getting into fascism with peace through strength, foreign interventions to maintain strength. And when you look at that, you can see a lot of that whole right spectrum in both of our major parties, because we have two right-wing parties in the United States. Especially that last one, peace through strength and foreign intervention, right? The Democrats are just as hard on that as Republicans are, and sometimes when they're in power, even more so.